So we're going to do an example with lesson 13.3 and 13.4. We're going to actually go all the way through to make the box and whisker plot from this data. This is the 2010 Olympic medals for the top 8 countries. So the top 8 countries, we have a 37, 26, 23, 16, 30, 15, 14, and 11. So what you need to know and what you need to do first, if we go through our steps that are with the notes, step 1 is to put the numbers in order from least to greatest. So that is already done there. 11, 14, 15, 16, 23, 26, 30, and 37. Okay, so we have the numbers in order from least to greatest. So as we go through here now, here are the steps that are listed on the other side. First of all, you need to answer for the homework today what the range is. So the range is the biggest number minus the smallest number. So 37 minus 11, we have a range of 26. That's the first thing you're going to do. 37 minus 11, a range of 26. There are 8 numbers, so that means there's not one median in the middle. It is really a combination of 16 and 23. So what I would have to do then is take 16 plus 23 and get 39. Take that divided by 2, and I would get 19.5. So my median is 19.5. Now 16 and 23, they are really not my median. So 16 to the left is the lower half, and 23 to the right is my upper half. So I've done step 4, it's just separating them into 2 halves. 19.5 is really the median, so it's not in either half, but 16 and 23, you have to use those in the halves. Okay, so step 5 says find your upper quartile, lower quartile. So let's go the upper half. How many numbers are in my upper half? 4. So you got to look at the 2 in the middle again, 26 and 30. So I got to take 26 plus 30 and get 56 and divide that by 2. What's the middle? 28. Some of you probably could have already looked at those 2 numbers, 26 and 30, and said, oh, the middle of that exactly is 28, and you'd be right. Lower quartile, same deal. It's 14 and 15 in the middle. So we have to add 14 plus 15, 29 divided by 2. Did some of you already know what was in the middle of 14 and 15? 14.5. Good job. So 14.5. Okay, IQR, interquartile range. That's where you take the 28 from the UQ minus 14.5 in the LQ, and I get 13.5. We'll need that in just a minute for the outliers. Okay, the last thing, it says circle the lower extreme, looks like it already is, the 11, and the upper extreme, 37. Okay, the 5 important numbers that you need are the 2 that are circled, and now I'm going to circle the other 3. The lower quartile, the median, and the upper quartile. I'd go through in my numbers, if I were you, and circle those 5 things, because now we would put them on the graph. Notice my number line at the bottom goes from 10 to 40 because I definitely need 11 to 37. I'm going to dot those numbers. So above 11, 14.5, 19.5, 28, and 37. Okay, now before you start making the thing, you can actually do the box. That's going to be definite around dots 2 and 4. and then a section in the middle. That's definite. Don't do the whiskers yet until you do the outliers. So for the outliers, you take the IQR, 13.5, and you have to multiply it by 1.5. Okay, so when you multiply that together, you get 20.25. So you look at the left-hand side of the box, you're at 14.5 and you got to go to 11. If I was at 14.5 and had to go back 20.5, wouldn't I be in the negatives? So this whisker's fine. On the right, it's at 19.5. No, I'm sorry. It's at 28. If I added 20 more on top of that, plus, it'd be at 48. So this whisker is also good. This is my box and whisker plot. Now let's talk about this for just a second. We have split the data into 4 equal parts, right? So that means exactly this. This is 25% of the numbers. This is 25% of the numbers. This is 25% of the numbers. And this is 25% of the numbers. Can anybody tell me the box part of the box and whisker plot, what percent is that of all the numbers? 50. And why is that important? Because when people are studying information and data, they like to make sure that they take care of the middle 50%. And that's what numbers are in that box. So if businesses and researchers check things out, they look at that middle 50%. Questions?